Hey guys, and welcome to a very sunny afternoon version of, or edition even of, 7-Figure Business Secrets. Hey, and welcome to sunny Ireland. Yes, yeah, I don't say that phrase very often, but yeah, if you can see outside the window, you'll see lots of sunlight glaring in. Blue skies. Yeah, this is great. It's still quite chilly though. But no, all good. I can't complain too much. Just back. This is Monday, so wherever you are, this is Monday here. Yeah, after just had a really good weekend actually. Shot 15 videos for the up and coming a membership area that I'm doing. So that was a lot of fun. That was almost 8 hours with my videographer in front of a camera, getting very hoarse by the end of the day, but really cool. Yeah, you probably know sort of my videos, the normal style is standing up in front and writing as I go, but this one's quite cool. We're actually a big massive whiteboard and positioned in front of various big windows, like floor to glass ceiling windows. So yeah, that was quite fun playing around with the lighting to get all that work. But yeah, no, that was very good. But yeah, actually, yeah, I'll do a whole episode on shooting videos, because there is a bit of an art to it, and whatever business you're in, yeah, there's always room for videos, like the way there's always room for podcasts. So whatever you're thinking of doing or whatever you are doing, you know, definitely remind me to actually do a whole episode on everything I've learned about doing videos and podcasting, because there's a lot of tricks of the trade that can save a lot of time and just make a video really good versus naff, just the way you do lightings and sound and stuff like that. So anyway, what do I want to talk to you about today? Today, yeah, again, I was out with my brother-in-law last night in the pub, and we're just having a few conversations about, yes, Sunday night in the pub. Hey, it was a lot of fun actually. Haven't been out with him for a long time, but we were just chatting about just the different stages of businesses, and he's actually just moving job at the moment. So he's moving from a job where he's been for 23 years to a brand new business that's a lot of change for him. But yeah, we're just chatting through. He was just asking me about business and the different type of customers that I have. And as I explained to him, I said, oh yeah, basically got 3 types of customers. So it's basically they're all ex-corporate or from traditional jobs, and we're all looking to go and create our own businesses and make our mark in the world. But we all have different problems at different stages, and he was quite interested in, what's the different problems and how do you solve them? So we had quite a cool discussion, and he said, do you know what, you've got to record that, put it on a video so I can actually share it with friends. So okay, so here it is. And basically, as I was explaining to him, I said, yeah, there's people like me, whatever, 18, 19 years ago, who are sitting in corporate world or traditional job and absolutely know that the destiny is to go and set up a business and basically own my own income and run my own world and live my own life and have my own freedom and just be more valuable to the world. And that was me 20 years ago. But the problem is that there's that whole thing about, well, what do I do? I have this vision, I have this idea, but tell me, what are the steps that I need to do to go make this happen? And at that stage, the steps are there's really 2 steps you need. If you're in this position, there's 2 things you need to be focusing on day in, day out. And it's figuring out what is basically your positioning. What is the product that you're going to create to solve a problem that your ideal customer has. And that's your positioning, is figuring out who your ideal customer is and what's the problem that you're going to solve. And then your product is figuring out how do you deliver something that is just absolutely amazing. It's like a dream solution to them, yeah? Because if you nail those 2, you're ready to make the next step. And the way you nail those 2 is you need to talk. You need to go out and talk to people, talk to customers, talk to people in the business, talk to as many people as possible about your ideas and what you're thinking of, and just listen hard for all the feedback and figure it out. And that's really, if you're in that stage, get out and do that, right? The second stage is actually you've gone the step further and you've actually got a side gig. So you got your day job, and at night you're at home on the computer or running around in your van or whatever it is, or the weekends, because you've got a side gig. And the side gig is bringing a little bit of income, but you know, it's not, you can't quite quit your job for your side gig because it's not quite firing on all cylinders. And in that phase of your business, because it's just a phase, in that phase of the business, you need to be focusing on really your marketing message. Your positioning is probably roughly right, but it's not quite there yet. And you need to get better at that. You need to get better. The real important thing about this phase is getting better at the persuasion, getting better at finding potential customers, educating them, and actually selling to them. So getting very good at finding an ideal customer and explain to them, well, basically figure out what it is that they want, figure out is it something you can help with, and then ask them, do you want help with it? If so, if they say yeah, here's what I can do, here's how I can help, here's my product, simple sales. Yeah, so you need to get really good at that. That's probably why things aren't quite working out yet for you. So really focus on that area, and things will turn around. And also just tweak at your product. The other thing in that area, quite often you've got a product and it is sort of solving the problem, but actually it's not probably the best use of your time. And the reason I know that is my first company, we started off and we designed these really cool high-end greeting cards. And we're selling them into some really cool places like Fortnum and Mason in London. If you know them, they're like the Queen's grocer. They're like Harrods and Fortnum and Mason are really up. And we were selling in our cards in there. They were that good. However, after a year, we realized this is hard work because you're basically selling in like 50 cards at a time, and it was a lot of work. And we realized actually there's an adjacent business, high-end wedding stationery, which was producing almost the identical cards, right? But not only were we selling or producing the cards, but we're also able to produce menus and save the date cards and all of that. So for the same amount of effort to sell one batch of greeting cards, we could sell a huge amount of wedding stationery, like valued 5, 10, even 20 times the actual price. So that was an example of maybe if your business is not quite growing quick enough at the moment, maybe your product is just not quite right. You're focusing on the wrong position. So tweak your positioning, just like we moved from from stationery into high-end wedding stationery, which is the same product, but just positioned differently, and that had a massive impact. And then the third group of customers that I've got is you guys who are actually already out there. You've quit the job or you've left the job, and you're out there doing it for real. So real sales, real products, making your way in the world, and typically if you are the real I suppose struggle there is you get so far, and then just things don't quite happen. They're not quite. Everything feels a bit messy, and sales aren't quite as fast as they should be, and you get a bit depressed because things aren't happening, and frustrated, and you think you're almost there, and you take 5 steps and you realize there's a 6th step and a 7th step and an 8th step, and it just gets almost overwhelming. You just want someone to come in and go, just stop doing that and just do this, or someone to come in and say, hey, you sit over there and we'll do all this. And that is the hint at what you guys need to be doing. You need to be thinking about systems, right? Processes, teams. You need to be thinking, how do I make this a business and not just a job for me? And a business is something that you can step away from for 2 or 3 weeks, and profits keeps rolling in, because it's got functions, it's got businesses, it's got processes, it's got people that keep it running for you. And if you're at the stage where you can't step away from your business, you need to be definitely looking at how do you start getting teams. And a team could be as simple as part-time people that you're going to hire online who are going to do specific parts of your business. You need to be looking at how do you have a sales process that can run without you. So whether that's an assistant behind the till, or whether that's an online sales webinar, but they're the types of things that are going to take your business from where you are into suddenly this is now a proper business. This is something that's you sweat a lot less, you stress a lot less, and you stop having to worry about is this actually going to work out or not. Right, so very quickly, they were the 3 things we were talking about last night, and I said I'd put them on a video. I put them on a video. I hope it's really useful for you. I hope it answers 1 or 2 of the questions that you might have. And if you like that, please do leave me a comment below, whether on YouTube or iTunes or wherever you like listen to. And really hope that helps. Let me know what other problems I can help with, and I shall certainly do it. Please subscribe, and really appreciate you listening to me. Talk to you soon. Bye.